Hello everyone, this is Om from Civil Center. Welcome to our channel. As we know, Civil Center is continuously working with the vision to guide civil engineering students and professionals. And for that, we keep making videos on different software and on different training programs related to civil engineering field. So, we have also organized a lot of workshops in last few days, and we are also going to organize a workshop on bar bending schedule on this Saturday and Sunday. So if you haven't enrolled yourselves so far, so you can simply enroll yourself for that. Now, in today's live session, we are going to talk about structural designing softwares. So we will wait for a few more students to join us, and as soon as they join us and as soon as they start interacting, we can start with this live session. Okay, so right now I have just one viewer with me. So we will start with the structural designing softwares. So first of all, we will need to understand what are the different softwares that are available in the market and that will suit the Indian environment. So if we will talk about India, then we have basically three softwares that is there in our hand in the field of structural designing. First one is Tekla Structural Designer, which is a growing software, and two softwares are there which are dominating in India, and those are Staad.pro and EDAPS. So these are on total three softwares that we will need for the structural designing. Now, there are some pros and cons with each and every software out there, but what we have to do over here, we have to discuss each and every software in detail so that you can understand which is the best software for you. Okay, and you can just take the training for that one. So I guess I have two viewers with me. So hello viewers, and you can simply write hello to me in the comment section. And if you want to ask any question related to civil engineering field or related to your career or about our upcoming workshop on bar bending schedule, then you are free to ask that in the comment section. I'm just waiting for your comments. So even if you don't have any questions, you can simply say hi to me, and it will just give me a lot of energy so that I can continue this live session for a longer duration. Okay, now, so coming back to the structural designing softwares. So today we are going to talk specifically about the Staad.pro. Okay, so a lot of people out there think that AutoCAD is also a designing software, because in the college itself, like in almost all the BE or B Tech college, we will have attended we would have attended a workshop on either AutoCAD or a Staad.pro, or we would have attended a, at least a single seminar or webinar on these two software. Okay, so let me clarify this to you. This is a misconception that AutoCAD is a designing software. AutoCAD is a drafting software. So that's not a designing software. What we do in AutoCAD, we prepare the architectural plans, the structural drawings, and detailed drawings. So a lot of things we can do in the AutoCAD. Even the 3D modeling is possible in AutoCAD. But structural designing is specifically something which we can't do in AutoCAD. So even if the AutoCAD is having a broader scope, we need a structural designing software. Okay, so let's talk about these softwares. So on broadly, we can say that what these softwares do. This software will design your building or your structure. Okay, suppose you are working on a project of a residential building. Okay, then how would you know that whatever plan you have can be implemented in practical or not? And if you want to implement that plan in practical, then what should be the size of the beams, what should be the size of the columns, how much load your structure can bear, what are the different combinations of the load that your structure is going to take care of. So all these things will be discussed in this live session. So I am still getting just one viewer with me. So I guess viewers, kindly share this with your friends and colleagues so that more and more people can join this live session, and this live session can be fruitful for them. Okay, so in this live session, we will talk about the Staad.pro. Okay, so let's just start with that one. So Staad.pro is a structural designing software, and it is used to design both the RCC as well as steel structures. Okay, now if you will talk about India, then a lot of people use this for basically steel structures because it is very good in steel designing. When it comes to RCC design, then we are getting a lot of companies or a lot of consultancies which are working on this Staad.pro software. But in a Staad.pro, you can't get the economical design. However, it will do its best to make the design safe, but it will not give you economical results. Okay, so how we can do that? We will discuss in few minutes. So we have one viewer with us. Hello, viewer. And if you have any kind of question, you can simply ask that over here related to any structural designing software. Okay, so if we'll talk about the Indian market, then Staad.pro is still dominating software, and it is dominating in the northern part of the country. While in the southern part of the country, it is dominant. ETABS is dominating over there, and Tekla is widely spreading its leg all over the country. Okay, now, so in Staad.pro, what you can do, you can, if you will talk about the RCC buildings or RCC structures, okay, so you can design the beams and the columns. If you are using the Indian standard codes, you can't design the slab. Okay, you can't design the staircase over there, you can't design the foundation over there. Then the question is how you can design the foundations. You will have to use supplementary softwares like the Staad Foundation or RCDC to design your foundation. Okay, now we have talked a lot about this Staad.pro software, and I will just wait for more viewers to join. If they are asking any kind of question, I'm definitely going to answer that. Now, let's come to these two announcements over here. We are ready to launch a workshop on Saturday and Sunday on BBS, that is bar bending schedule of a building. And in this, we are going to cover the bar bending schedule of each and every structural member of the building. Okay, so to know the details, you can watch my previous live session, and over there, you will see a lot of viewers have asked a lot of questions, and almost all your queries will be covered over there. And even if you are left with any kind of query, you can simply ask that in the comment section of any of these two live sessions. Okay, second announcement is that after a span of 10 days, that means like next to next Monday, we are going to start our new batch on G+1 building design using Staad.pro. So if any one of you are willing to join the professional training program of G+1 building design using Staad.pro, then you can just fill the form that is given in the comment section, and you will also find the same link in the description, so you can also just add yourself or register yourself for the next batch of our Staad.pro. Okay, so what we are going to learn in this, so in this you will start from the coordinates that you have got from the center line diagram. So you know that first of all, architect will plan a building, then he will also position the columns. Okay, the structural engineer has also to check whether all the columns are positioned properly or not. Then we will have to just draw all the lines that are intersecting all the columns over there, or you can say data join, passing through all the midpoints of the columns and the beams, and then such a diagram will be called center line diagram. Then for all the intersection points over there, we will find the coordinates, and these coordinates will be entered in the Staad.pro. So in the Staad.pro, we call these coordinates as nodes. Okay, and in this live session, if someone is already working on the Staad.pro, then it will also be a quick revision for him. Okay, so you can also just stay in this live session and just revise the whole concept of the Staad.pro. Okay, now, so nodes have been entered, then what we have to do, we have to just add the beams over there. So in the Staad.pro, we don't have any particular option for the columns. We call all the columns and the beams as the beams only. Okay, so be it the column, be it the beam, we will call it beam. Okay, that's clear. So we have an option of add beams, and from there we will just start adding the beams. Okay, so now there's a pattern of adding the beams also. So how to add the beams effectively, that we are going to discuss in the class. After that, we will simply start the modeling. Okay, now how we have to model, where we have to place the beams, where we have to place the columns, and how we are taking the reference of the architectural plan, how we are just pointing out the right coordinate, whether the center line diagram is right or not, everything will be discussed in the class. After that, once your model is completed, now in the start pro, the most common error is the modeling error. So you will have to be very patient and very focused while modeling your structure, because even if you will just accidentally insert a node or you will delete a node, then it will like disturb the whole structure that you have modeled over there. Okay, so you will have to be patient and focused while working with the stat pro. Now once your model is completed, then we are going to just analyze it, whether we have done any kind of modeling error in that or not. Then we are going to apply the loading. Now when it comes to applying the loading, how we can decide how much load we have to apply? So for that, we are going to take the reference of first the manual calculations of the loads for the wall loads, and for the dead loads we are going to go for manual calculations. For the live loads, we will use our IS codes. Okay, so we know that there are various IS codes for different types of loads. Now I am going to ask my viewers which is the IS code for the live load. Okay, so viewers, you can simply answer it. What is the IS code for live loads? Okay, that's my question for you. You can just write your answers in the comment section. Now if any one of you is having any kind of question, you can also ask that question in the comment section, and I'm going to answer that over here. Next, so our loading will be calculated manually, and then we will apply it in the proper way in the Staad.pro software. So these are the things that we are going to cover in our professional training that we are going to provide to all the students who will enroll for this training program. Now what are the various things that we can do? And guys, if you are liking this session, this just hit the like button. Okay, that will motivate me to come live more often. Okay, and share all the informations that I have over here. Okay, so our loading is done. Then we have to just apply a few more parameters over there. Like we will have to just create the parameters. So in this, what are the parameters that we are going to consider? We are going to consider the compressive strength of the concrete, then the yield strength minimum, the yield strength of the steel, then the clear cover will be noted, then the minimum and the maximum reinforcement of the main beam and the secondary beam will be covered over there. Okay, so these are the various things that we are going to take into considerations. Then we will have to go for the design of the beam, design of the columns, and the concrete takeoff. There you will also find the option of designing the slab, but we are not going to use that because in the Indian standard code we can't use the slab. Okay, now guys, just if you have any kind of questions, then you can simply ask that in the comment section. And if you don't have any question, then you can simply answer which is the IS code for the live load. Okay, next. So in this yeah, we have completed the parameters. So after the parameters are done, then we will again go for the analysis and design. And in after the design is completed, you will see it will show you whether your structure is failing or passing. And if your whole structure is not passing, which are the members that are failing? Either they are the columns or they are the beams, or what are the members that are failing over here. So we are going to talk about all these things. Next, what we can do, this will give you make your structure safe. But what that is enough? No, obviously not, because just the designing of the beams and the columns is not enough. Along with that, just making them safe is not enough. So what we are going to do, we are going to data interpolate. So in the data interpolation, we will learn how we can use the data of the software and transfer it to the paper, that is the Excel sheet, and there we can just modify it in order to just make it feasible for the site. Okay, so we are going to learn from our experiences, like what are the different sizes of the beams that we can take, how many types of the beams that we can take, how the formwork is going to affect the size of the beams and the columns, how we will just go for the specific form work, and why we can't go for a numerous size of the beams and the columns. All these things will be answered in the live session itself. Okay, after that, what we are going to do. Okay, guys, a lot of viewers are coming and then leaving. So is this live session getting bored? So if it is so, then you can just let me know. I can just change the my style of teaching, and after that, if that will suit you, then I will just go according to you. Okay. So if you are getting bored in this live session, you can also comment that. I will just change the style of my teaching. Okay. And by the time, I'm just left with a few more things that we are going to cover in our live sessions. So in this 30 hours of the live, sorry, yeah, 25 hours of the live session, what we are going to learn, we will just learn the data interpolation part of the design of the beam and column. After that, we will go for the manual design of the staircase, footing, and the slab. Okay, now we have design of all the five structural members that we know. And after that, what we are going to do? We will learn how to prepare the structural drawing. Okay, so that is also a thing that we are going to learn in our professional training program. Okay. So guys, now if you are having any kind of question, then you can simply ask that question to me, and I'm just going to now brief what are the different topics that I have covered in this live session, and we are going to discuss in our professional training program or G+1 building design using Staad.pro. So first of all, we will start with the introduction, then the column positioning, then third will be the center line concept, fourth will be the study of the structural line drawing, fifth will be the load calculation using IS codes, sixth will be introduction to Staad.pro, seventh structural modeling, eighth member specifications and the supports. So we will learn how to specify the members and how to assign the supports to the specified positions. Like you can't apply supports to each and every position. You will have to apply supports only where the columns are present. Then ninth topic will be the loading, in which we will learn how to manually calculate the loadings and how to apply that in the Staad.pro itself. Then 10th, we will perform the analysis and design of the beam and column. And 11th topic will be data interpolation of the design results. In this, we are going to learn how to interpolate the design results that we have got from the software. After that, in the 12th topic, we will go for the manual design of three structural members that are slab, staircase, and footing. And in the 13th and the last topic, we are going to learn how you can just prepare the structural drawing. So these are the 13 different topics that we are going to cover in our live professional training of G+1 building design using a Staad.pro. Now, guys, I'm just here for one last minute. So if you have any kind of the question, you can simply ask that question over here. And if you are liking this session, hit the like button and share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you are willing to just me to come live on any particular topic, and if you want to just switch my language to Hindi, then you can simply just request for that in the comment section. I will make my another live session on that one. Okay, so, guys, that was all from my side. I guess no one is interested today. Okay, so if you are have liked those who are present over here, if you are watching me live and you have liked this session, then hit the like button, and we will meet in the next live session. Till then, if you want to register yourself for the workshop on the BBS, then you can simply enroll yourself for that. The link will be given in the description and also in the comment section. And if you want to join the live training program of G+1 building design using Staad.pro, then you can also just find a link in the comment section itself. Also, you will find a link in the description. The top link is the for the online training program form, and there you can just choose for the our course on G+1 building design using Staad.pro. Okay, guys. Then one last thing that no one has asked, whether it is a paid or not. So, guys, this will be a paid class. Okay, the live training program for the Staad.pro will be for 4,000, and the workshop that is there is just for 200. So you can just start with the workshop itself. Okay, which gives economical design Staad or Tekla for RCC design? Kundan Rawat is asking about which will give the economical design. When it comes to the economical design, Tekla will give a lot more economical design than the Staad.pro. Okay, because Tekla is a highly advanced software than the Staad.pro, so it will give you economical design. Okay, any other question, guys? One more minute. Okay. Okay, if you have any other question, you can simply ask that. Otherwise, I will just watch your comments, and after that, we will just decide we will just answer that in the comment section itself. Okay. And if you have liked this session, don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, don't forget to hit the like button. Okay. Okay, guys, I guess everyone is up. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We will meet tomorrow at the same time around 8 p.m. Okay. Thank you.